Yep, absolutely. Corporate thinks everything looks good. The restaurant's only been open a month, and the new double-decker pizza is a hit. Not to worry, I'll talk to marketing about the new Midas Pizza signage. Yeah. Uh-huh. Great. How's the new pretzel crust tracking? Thank you. Hey Zoe, chai tea latte.
Thanks, I'll get you back after work. Everyone just went into the update meeting.
Do me a favor, put this on my desk.
Sure. Loving the new shoes. Frank Hills?
Thank you, and yes, and gotta go.
Glad to see that everyone could make it this morning. All right, let's start. Q4 was excellent for international corporate brands. We are projecting one of our most profitable years. All right, let's focus, people, please. Let's start with Jungle Juicery. Now, the chain grew to 50 stores last year, which in anyone's book is quite the accomplishment.
I got reservations for us at Aramea tonight at 7:30.
Wilhelmina Jones, my office.
Yikes. Full name, not good.
Yeah.
If this is about me being late, sir, I really want to apologize.
Sit down. ICB recently purchased a small regional chain that corporate wants to rebrand and expand. Now they want to jump on this ASAP.
So we need to make sure all the restaurants are compliant with corporate standards. The new logos, signage, and obviously the menus.
Exactly. We think it has the potential to go national.
And how many stores currently?
6 in 2 states.
Who's the compliance director?
You.
Me?
You've been working your tail off on the Midas Pizza account, and I think it's time you took the lead in your own project.
Wow, Larry, thank you.
Now, all the stores are transitioning smoothly to ICB standards.
Well, that makes my job easier.
Except for one. They're not returning our calls or emails, and it's not just any store. It's the original flagship restaurant, and the founding family still runs it.
Okay, so a little more complicated.
Yeah, and we need you to uncomplicate it.
Copy that.
Now, this is a chance for you to show us what you've got, Miss Jones. You get it handled quickly, you're looking at a promotion. So get packed. I need you up there and all over this brand first thing in the morning.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. What is the brand?
Hearts.
And the problem store?
Some flyover town in Tennessee. Sycamore something.
Springs?
Yeah, that's it. Sycamore Springs.
You're from Sycamore Springs. But you're like cool.
Thank you.
When's the last time you were there?
15 years ago.
And your parents still live there?
No, they moved to Florida.
Oh, Natch.
But my crazy Aunt Tolly still lives there, married to her art. And I sort of know the owner of the restaurant.
That's good, right?
No. He's the father of the guy I used to date in high school.
Yikes. And now it seems awkward because he dumped you?
No, I broke up with him when I finally got out of that place.
How'd he take it?
Not well. But, I mean, what was I supposed to do? Stay in Sycamore Springs for the rest of my life when my high school boyfriend's goals were fishing and drinking beer? And I made it very clear that I wanted more out of my life. And just because he chose to stay in that sleepy cow town doesn't mean that I have to throw away the rest of my life.
Sounds like you have some unresolved issues.
They're the ones with issues.
Maybe you could turn it into a little vacay. Is Reed going with you?
Reed. He's supposed to pick me up in an hour. I have to get ready.
Where's he taking you?
Aramea.
Wow, nice. You think he might put a ring on it?
You think he's going to?
I have something for you. Surprise. It's our new condo.
Our condo?
Mina, we've been together for 2 years, 1 month, and 5 days. I think it's time we take our relationship to the next level. Will you move in with me?
Wow. I'm just shocked.
Right? It was on the cover of Modern Interiors last month. What do you say?
Part of me wants to say yes and move in tomorrow and throw parties on that ridiculously huge balcony.
Then just say yes.
But a bigger part of me always imagined I'd be married first. I know, it's old-fashioned, but it's how I was raised.
Sweetie, a lifelong partnership is about mindful transitioning from one phase of life to the next. And moving in together is just the first step. It's all part of my 5-year plan.
5-year plan?
We date for 2 years, live together for about a year so we can get used to each other's life rhythms. Both of us get promotions, and then, once we're financially secure, we get married. And a year after that, you can quit and raise our one baby.
One baby.
You know it's not responsible or globally sustainable to have more.
Right. Sure, I guess I just thought I might have a say in that.
I'm overwhelming you. I can see it. I do this. I get so excited about something, and then I just...
Look, Reed, it's a beautiful condo. It's just... I'm about to leave out of town for this job, and I'm just not in the best place to make such a big decision. Let me think about it.
I guess that's fair.
T-shirts and blue jeans instead of them suits. Ever wonder where you rode in?
Oh, come on! guys. Hey. Really? Today? Shoot! Take your friends. Get along. Giddy up. Go! Oh, look what I got here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right this way. Yeah. Okay. One down. Who's next?
Go on. Go on, get.
Really? Now you move? Thanks so much.
Willie?
Hi.
I can't believe this.
Oh, and I go by Mina now. And you're...
Still Clay.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I meant, and you're all good? Everything...
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
No, right. I know, I just wasn't expecting to bring to you.
What's that smell?
White platinum?
I think it's coming from your shoe.
You know what? Thanks for the cows, and I really got to get going. I've got a thing I have to work on for an appointment.
You
with a
okay to
person.
drive?
Yep. Totally fine. All good. I just really need to get into town, so.
Are you staying in Sycamore Springs?
Yeah, I am, so. Just see you around town.
Sure you will.
Great.
Great.
Welcome home. What? It's just something we like to say. May I get your name?
Jones. Wilhelmina.
Willie Jones? From high school?
It's Mina now.
Oh, this is amazing. My horoscope said that my past was going to catch up to me. I thought that meant that I was going to get back together with Deacon, my ex. But this is way better. Well, it's me, Penny. Penny LaTurner?
Hi, Penny. Yes, it's so good to see you.
It's okay you don't remember me. I was a year behind you in school, and you were real super popular, and I wasn't.
I'm so sorry, but is there any way I could get my room?
Of course. Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
It looks like we are overbooked. I can't believe I did this again.
Well, that's okay. Just give me whatever room's available. It doesn't have to be a suite.
Well, that's the problem. There aren't any rooms left. It's a busy time of year up here.
Busy? How is that possible?
The Sweetheart Festival's this weekend.
They still do that?
3 whole days of fun, food, and romance. And now there's a really awesome dance on the last night.
Are you sure there's nothing available?
I'm so sorry, Willie.
Mina.
Mina, I feel awful. Let me see if I can get you a room over at the Squirrel's Nest Inn. Sissy owes me a favor, and sometimes they can squeeze a rollaway into the basement. On us.
Never mind. I know another place with an actual bedroom.
Well, well. Look who finally showed up on my doorstep.
Hi, Aunt Dolly.
Willie Mae, get in here right now. Give me some sugar. Mm. Look at you.
I really appreciate this. I know it's last minute.
Oh, now you stay as long as you want. I'm just gonna make us some tea, build us a nice fire. Then we can stay up all night. And you can tell me what you've been up to since who knows when.
That's super sweet, Aunt Dolly, but I'm actually really tired. Mind if I just call it a night?
No, of course, I gotta get up early and do some errands anyway. But I'm gonna get you something to eat, because you look skinnier than a poor man's wallet.
Oh, that's okay. I have an energy bar.
Willie, you are in the home of a Southern woman. We do not eat energy bars for supper.
Really, Aunt Dolly, I'm not even hungry. And actually, I go by Nina now.
What on earth?
Mina's just more professional.
Well, you do whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
Good night, Nina.
It's Mina. With an M?
Nope. Just ain't you, honey.
Just grab a seat anywhere, hon.
Can you let Mr. Hart know Miss Jones is here? Oh, and can I grab one of the new menus? I've heard a lot about Hart's new pecan tsunami.
Honey, we only got one menu, and you're holding it. I don't know anything about a pecan spumani.
Tsunami. It's the new promotional dessert this month.
Lucian, you ever heard of a pecan tsunami?
I love that band.
Sure I can't get you anything while you wait? Lucia makes a mean chicken and waffles. Trust me, those birds are as fresh as you can get. Free range from Leon's farm across the highway.
No, thank you. But could you check with Mr. Hart again?
Oh, well, he always comes in a little late on Tuesday.
Why is that?
Trout Tuesday. Let's hope those fish are biting, otherwise he's going to be in a mood.
Good catch today, Gracie. Trout Tuesday's a go.
Oh, glad to hear it. Let me have a look. Wow, nice catch. You got company here.
Oh, you're everywhere I go. Should I be worried? Is this some kind of weird ex-girlfriend stalking thing?
I'm not stalking you.
I'm kidding.
I'm looking for your dad. I've emailed him about 1,000 times, and I have not.
Dad?
Yeah. Any idea how much longer he's gonna keep ignoring me?
I'd say it's gonna be a while.
Why?
Unfortunately, my dad passed away 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. So, who's running Hearts?
You're looking at him.
Is no one reading the company emails or checking voice messages?
I'm more of an old school facts kind of guy. But no, I haven't received a phone call from you in, I don't know, 15 years? What do you want now?
Well, as you know, Hearts was recently purchased by International Corporate Brands, and
I'm not sure if I agree with that decision, but nothing I can do about it now, right?
I work for ICB. They sent me here to make sure to talk you through some rebranding changes.
Well, what do you know? Little Willie May is now a bigwig, sent back here to help me.
I don't like it any more than you do, but we really need to talk about...
You know, it was lovely seeing you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some fish to clean.
How did we not know this?
I don't know. Isn't there some paperwork he should have filled out or something?
We're not dealing with a paperwork kind of guy. So give me the contract details ASAP. Oh, and have marketing send me posters, menus, everything. This is more than complicated. It's a disaster. Mina! Uh-oh, gotta go. Call you later.
Oh, Willie Jones?
Hi, Paisley.
What are you doing back in Sycamore Springs? Are you here to open a bank or a men's clothing store or something?
Ha. No. And actually, it's not Willie anymore. It's Mina.
Well, good to know.
Yeah. The corporation I work for just bought the Hearts chain, so I'm here.
You're here to see Clay.
Well, not intentionally, but...
And what crazy timing.
What? What do you mean?
I mean, it's so weird that you just show up out of the blue now that Clay and I are dating.
Wow, I didn't know that you two were...
Yeah, well, we will definitely have to get together while you're in town, and you can tell me all about your glamorous big city life.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, afternoon, Tallulah.
Paisley.
Is that a new hat? It is so interesting.
Well, thank you. It is a new hat. You know, we'd love to stay and chat, but we gotta get going. I love your dress. Never liked that girl or that dress.
Thank you.
Now, how come you didn't tell me that you came here to take over Hearts? This is a small town, Willie Mae. I have spies everywhere, and people here do not take kindly to change.
Well, things have changed, including my name, which again is Mina, not Willie.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't roll off the tongue.
It will with a little practice. Hello?
Hey,
Where is everyone?
closing early. Got a town council meeting in here tonight. Then I'm off to coach the youth basketball team.
But you can't just do all this other stuff. The restaurant needs your undivided attention.
You know, I'm sick of you telling me what I can and can't do in my restaurant.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. It's not your restaurant anymore. The deal your dad made requires you to comply with any and all changes ICB deems necessary.
What?
They own and operate Hearts now, and they could do whatever they want with the chain. The look, the menu, everything. I'm sorry, but you don't have a choice, Clay. And if you don't comply with the rebranding, they will get rid of you.
Hey, man. Hey, buddy. Your whiskey? You won't make it a double.
I take it you heard Willie's back.
Oh, yeah. I heard.
Paisley's not gonna be too happy about that.
What are you talking about? We broke up last week.
Well, thanks for telling me. You know, Clay, it's not good to hold all those strong emotions stuck inside.
What are you doing?
I'm helping you process. You know, it's the whole empathetic bartender.
The deal was that you're supposed to be my partner, not my therapist.
Right. Which reminds me that as the new co-owner of this fine establishment, you get to choose a drink named after yourself.
Deacon, this is serious. She's gonna take away my restaurant. Willie works for the company that bought Hearts. She was sent here to change everything.
What are you talking about?
She's gonna turn her into one of those generic diners like Grayson's.
But Hearts has been in your family for 50 years.
What am I gonna do?
Well, you and this Clay Teeny will figure something out.
Hey, how's it going?
You have no idea how happy I am to hear your voice.
You have no idea how desperately I miss you.
What are you doing tonight?
Well, first I'm schmoozing clients, followed by CrossFit at 9, and then Chloe and Kenline are taking me to some after-hours lounge in the back of a butcher shop.
I miss my life in the city.
Oh. How's it going? I texted you, but...
I know, sorry. It's been a rough day.
Well, how does it feel to be back?
Like a high school reunion from hell.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Let's see. No hotel room. Forced to stay with my artsy aunt. Ran into my high school nemesis. And the owner of Hearts died 3 months ago. So, pretty bad.
I'm sure you'll get it all smoothed out. They don't call you the fixer for nothing.
People call me that?
They will after you nail this job.
I just want to finish and come home.
Home to a condo with a steam room and a clawfoot tub.
Hot bath does sound nice.
Oh, gotta go. Clients are coming. Keep thinking about it, okay?
Bye. Well, I think we've waited for him long enough, so why don't we just get started? We think Hearts has become synonymous with all things American. Hence, our rebranding starts with the Americana Extreme menu.
Americana Extreme.
It's a twist on everyone's favorite comfort foods. Hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken, barbecue ribs, all of which our vendors are set up to provide.
What's the twist?
It's not actual food.
Why don't we just watch the presentation and I'll take questions after, okay? Thanks. International Corporate Brands is a global brand management firm that oversees 50 businesses worldwide. You always used to come here when you were avoiding something. Or someone.
Yeah, well, now I'm just trying to get a catch of the day.
And as admirable as that is, I don't think corporate would appreciate you undermining their commercial fishing suppliers.
Can't believe you discovered my plot to destroy the world economy.
I need you to come back to the restaurant and help motivate the employees. I need you to be the manager.
So now you need my help.
We want you to stay and run the restaurant. It's best for everyone.
Okay. We'll just keep things the way they are then.
I don't know how you thought this would play out or what your dad told you, but this is what happens in a takeover. Changes are made. And besides, the other stores have already started rebranding. Charlotte, not...
You know what? I might not be able to stop them from destroying the other 5 restaurants, but I can sure do something about this one.
A property deed?
I inherited the Sycamore Springs restaurant when my dad passed away. The title to the restaurant is in my name.
What?
ICB may own the name Hearts, but the restaurant is mine.
I'm not sure your father was authorized to do that.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not. But if ICB wants to fight me on it, I'll see them in court.
I've seen the numbers. You're in the red. No matter whose name is on the deed.
We'll make it up in the summer.
No, you won't. All this local organic produce is perishable. Using our vendors will cut your costs in half. And with our marketing, you'll get more tourists. It'll boost business for everyone in Sycamore Springs.
Since when did you care about Sycamore Springs? You left and never looked back.
I know, but that's me, not you. You're established in this community.
So let me get this straight. You want to turn a small farm-to-table family business into a factory? A factory that serves prepackaged frozen food disguised as old-fashioned home cooking?
It's Americana Extreme.
It's wrong.
It's profitable.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not the enemy here, Clay. I'm here to help. And if you don't do something, you'll be out of business in months. No matter what.
You know, this is state history you want to get rid of.
It's a small town ritual.
It's a ritual we take very seriously.
I guess that explains why you had to cheat and use a horse to win that year.
The rules state you can use any means necessary to get across the finish line.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You still upset that I won that year?
Don't be ridiculous. Just take them down. We can't have personal items cluttering up the display area.
Can't have personal items cluttering up the display.
What's wrong with the microwave?
Even besides using it to warm up pre-cooked food?
One Maisie burger.
Whoa, what's a Maisie burger?
It's a rare hamburger with Swiss cheese, heirloom tomatoes, avocado, and fresh basil.
Okay, well, there are so many things wrong with this picture. First of all, there's no ordering off menu. It takes extra time to prepare. Second, per corporate regulations, all meat must be cooked medium well.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You might as well suck all the flavor out of the beef. I'm not cooking up hockey pucks.
That's what she always orders.
Then politely tell her we're unable to accommodate her request and ask if she'd like the Super Slam cheeseburger with good old American cheese and pickles. I told you can't use your own produce. We have corporate approved vendors.
Oh, your vendors are awful. I've seen those frozen sticks you call fries.
Bulk produce will save you significantly. Besides, you'll soon see most customers can't even tell the difference.
That's insane. Here, try this. Tell me you can't notice a difference.
That's really not necessary.
How can you work for a company that manages restaurants and not care about the food?
I'm a brand manager, not a food manager.
Well, my customers can't tell the difference. Take a bite. You've obviously forgotten what fresh fruit tastes like.
Then can we get back to work inside? That's good. But all apples taste the same.
Oh, come on. Tell Executive Willie to take the day off. Close your eyes and actually experience it.
Close my eyes? That's ridiculous.
Well, I can stay here all day.
Oh, fine. It's sweet and crisp.
Not just the taste. How does it make you feel? What does it remind you of?
I don't know. Being a kid, walking home from school through the wildflowers down by
The river?
We used to steal them from Mr. McLean's yard.
Correction. You used to steal them. I was just your lookout.
Maisie's leaving. Maybe we should have offered the chili cheese wings instead.
I'll be there in a minute. Maisie. Maisie, wait.
Clay, you know I love you. We all do. We'd do anything for you and Hearts.
Thank you very much.
But your father would be rolling in his grave if he saw what you and that girl are doing to this place. There's only so much change people are willing to take, and they'll just stop coming around altogether. Okay?
Look what just arrived.
My dignity?
New uniforms.
You gotta be kidding.
I even got name tags.
Great. Now everyone in town will know my name.
Funny. Now, let's make sure everyone wears these to work tomorrow.
Oh, we'll be closed.
What? No one told me that.
Sweetheart Festival starts tomorrow.
Yeah, we sponsor the opening day. Lucian will be up all night prepping.
But I haven't seen a menu.
I'm thinking warm pulled pork sandwiches with sweet potatoes and thyme. What do you say, boss?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like perfect festival food.
Absolutely not. We still have to represent the new Hearts brand even if we cater outside the restaurant.
Hold on now. If you're telling me we can't sponsor the festival, then I'm sorry.
No. In fact, we'll up our presence. We'll use the festival as a platform to promote the new corporate menu.
I think that's a really bad idea.
Trust me, this is what I do.
Trick people into eating bad food?
Get people to see an old brand in a new light. Would you like to try? Here you go. Enjoy. You?
Some good old-fashioned home cooking.
Well, I never thought I'd say this, but thank goodness for all those preservatives.
Whatever we don't use this year, we can always use next year. And the year after that.
If I remember correctly, your sarcasm was one of the reasons we broke up in the first place.
Oh, well, you didn't actually break up with me. You just left.
Can we just pretend to get along for publicity purposes?
Fine.
Great. Everything set up for the race?
Yeah, there's a new Hearts menu item at every station. Let's just hope we don't kill someone before they reach the finish line.
R&D says over 80% of our customers are satisfied with this menu.
You satisfied with this?
Hi, guys. Wow, this looks beautiful.
Just one of the many new changes happening at Hearts. Here, try a chicken dipper with our new tangy barbecue sauce.
Really good.
My compliments to the chemist.
So are you all ready to defend your title in the great Stuff Your Face race?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you entering?
What, me? No.
Oh, she's just upset that I beat her in high school.
No, I'm not upset. And I'm not racing.
Good day, fine people of Tennessee. And Penny.
He's still not over me. Bless his heart.
So the rumors are true.
Hi, Deacon, and yes, I really am back.
Well, it sure is great to see you again, Miss Willie.
It's Mina.
Oh, yeah? Well, I like it. It's very chic. Really fits with your new aesthetic.
Do you need something?
Oh, yeah, I need you to cover me over at the kissing booth.
Oh, why, they fire you already?
No, Penny. They need me over at the pony rides. Wilfred's youngest kid is trying to milk one of them.
I'll be over there in a second.
BT Dub, loving the new costume.
See?
Well, you've been here almost a week and we still haven't had a chance to hang out.
I know, just so much to do.
Lots to do, right? I understand. Take care.
Take care, Penny.
Go, hashtag love and hearts. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, Yik Yak, and Snapchat.
You could be a little friendlier to Penny, you know. She's one of the few people in town who actually seems to like you.
Well, I'm not here to win a popularity contest.
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
I'm not trying to be mean, I just don't have time to be anyone's BFF. The sooner I get the restaurant on track, the sooner we can return to our lives. Just need to stay focused and be the fixer.
The fixer?
Yeah, it's a work thing. You wouldn't understand. You're stuck in this small town mentality. You need to think bigger picture. Beyond Sycamore Springs.
Okay, Miss Fixer. I'll make you a deal. Enter the race, and if you win, I'll sell ICB the property.
You're serious?
You want that land. You gotta put your menu where your mouth is.
You're on.
Oh yeah, you're on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as mayor of Sycamore Springs, it is my great honor to welcome you to the 25th annual Stuff Your Face race, sponsored by Hearts. Now, each contestant has to complete the course through the springs and get back here by any means necessary. But you must stop at every station and finish eating each portion of food or be disqualified. First one across the finish line is the winner. Is everybody ready?
Excuse me.
Hold on, folks. Looks like I have a last-minute entry here. Well, I'll be. It's Willie Jones, everyone.
It's Mina. Even wrote it down on the card.
Okay, then. Racers, on your marks.
Good luck.
Get set.
Nothing like farm fresh cheese.
said the food was supposed to be good at this thing. Oh, I need to lie down. Okay, good luck. Oh, just admit it. Nobody likes the food. And they're quitting the race as a result.
Are you trying to get out of your bed?
No.
Good. I'll save a spot for you at the finish line.
Okay.
I'm a machine.
Hey, I'm so sorry to do this, but I really need your scooter.
What?
I'll bring it back, I promise.
Yes.
Honey, you okay? Yeah. So you think everyone stopped coming because of the race?
And because you make me serve this inedible food. Our customers have high standards. Half of them are farmers.
What's the point of making all these changes if nobody comes?
Don't worry, there's always a slight transition when we rebrand.
Slight transition? This is a mass exodus.
We've tried it your way, and it's obviously not working. Why don't we put some Aleutians ideas back on the menu? Unless ICB wants to lose its entire customer base at its flagship restaurant.
Maisie's back. She wants her burger. The real one.
Sometimes the rules need to be broken.
This is not supposed to happen like this.
Not all of them. You can keep your posters and your tablecloths and your uniforms, but give Maisie her burger back. There's nothing Americana about frozen beef patties.
Okay. We'll go with fresh ground beef.
I love it!
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Yeah, everything's going great here.
Are you sure? Because it doesn't sound that way.
What? No, we're still redecorating.
Listen, Larry says upstairs is breathing down his neck. They've already acquired new locations and they're moving up the national launch. They want to see the numbers, Mina.
I just need a little more time to iron things out.
What things?
Well, for one thing, the food. I don't know who signed off on this menu, but we should really talk to Larry about it.
People don't go to these restaurants for good food. They'll go for Americana Extreme, a fun, familiar menu.
I know, I just thought...
Don't overthink it. Just do what you were sent there to do. Your future at the company depends on this. Our future depends on it, Mina.
I know. Okay. I should go. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey. What do you say we get out of here?
Can I have to finish up this report?
Says the girl that used to skip Mr. Chisholm's class every Friday to go to the lake.
Well, that girl has responsibilities now.
That girl needs to come with me now.
You know, it's hard to believe you actually grew up here.
I've been saying that my whole life.
You ever think about moving back? Starting a family?
Atlanta's my home now. My whole life's there. My job, my friends, my boyfriend. He asked me to move in.
Wow. Well, that's a big step.
Still thinking about it. And you and Paisley?
We broke up. She just hasn't accepted it yet. Seems like it worked out for you. Getting out of here.
I knew if I didn't leave to pursue a career, I would have regretted it my whole life. I'm seeing Sycamore Springs now. Everything's the same. Well, not everything. You're different. Always helping everyone.
Yeah, maybe I just grew up.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
All right, just set the hook.
Yeah, I got it. Come on.
Here we are.
Ah. Oh, man. What happened?
He wasn't gonna let a city girl just reel him in without a fight now, was he? Come on. I got something that'll cheer you up. Is that it?
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. My Corvette. Check it out.
You buried my doll?
She had it coming. I've been looking for that.
Wow. My very first mixtape. I recorded it from the radio.
What's on it?
Wannabe. You remember we used to go crazy. Cranberries. And waterfalls. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot about our time capsule.
Not me. I walk by that spot every day before I come fishing. Can't believe I didn't dig it up sooner.
Why didn't you ask me to stay?
What do you mean?
Back then, after high school, you just let me leave.
What was I supposed to do? You'd already made up your mind.
I don't know. I wanted you to fight for me. Tell me not to go. Felt like you didn't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm a girl. Or complex.
Tell me about it. How could you think I didn't care? You were everything to me.
My life's just too complicated right now. I can't do this. Can you take me back?
Hi.
Hi.
So? Think we should talk about this?
About what?
About how we have customers again? I think giving Maisie her burger back really did the trick.
You think all these people are back because of Maisie?
Have you seen her Twitter feed?
What if people start requesting items from the old menu?
Listen, Mina. Try this.
That's fantastic.
As per the menu, this is Hart's new spaghetti Americana. But it's really homemade linguine. I used our heirloom tomatoes to make the bolognese. Fresh Romano, a pinch of basil. Here. It's the super veggie explosion salad from the menu, but all organic from the garden. A lot better than a big bag of brown lettuce, huh?
Technically, these items are listed on the new Hearts menu.
I don't know about this. And why did you install another commercial water fixture?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that.
What is that?
Just wanted to see if it works. It's a pump.
A pump for what?
Water. I'm channeling the pure Sycamore Springs water on the property.
Into the restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, no, no, no.
You want to know why everything tastes so good? It's the minerals in the water. We use it to boil the pasta, in the soups, the bread Lucian makes. You have to admit, it's pretty impressive.
Oh, it's more than impressive. But you have to take it down.
Wait, this is because of what happened at the lake?
No. It's because of food safety regulations.
So this has nothing to do with you kissing me last night?
ICB would fire me if they found out I approved this. And for the record, you kissed me.
For the record, you seem pretty into it.
Willie?
Oh, for crying out loud. How many times do I have to tell you people? It's Mina.
There's someone here to see you. Mina.
Reed,
Hi.
what are you doing here?
Everything okay?
No, I mean, yes.
I've been thinking a lot about us. In fact, I can't seem to stop thinking about us, which is why I drove all the way up here.
Reed, this really isn't a good time.
Mina, you are everything to me. And if that means I have to adjust the 5-year plan, then I'll adjust. A successful relationship, just like a successful business, has to be fluid. I don't want to lose you.
Reed, please.
Mina, will you marry me?
I can't believe that you just ran off.
I know, I feel awful. Just panicked. I didn't know what else to do.
I mean, he sounded bold and romantic.
He was. It's just there's so much happening right now, and I am...
And this wouldn't have anything to do with Clay.
No. I'm not good with surprises.
Well, you sure have gotten yourself in a pickle. A nice, good-looking man isn't going to wait around forever.
I know. I have to give Reed an answer soon.
Honey, I was talking about Clay.
I had to drag her to see the Volunteers.
I know. Try taking her to a Braves game. Hi.
Hi.
Well, look who's back.
Can you give us a second?
Yeah. Wait, you have to tell me the secret to your coffee.
Wish I could.
I'm so sorry, I just ran off. It was really sweet of you to propose, but I just don't want to make such a big decision when I'm so stressed out and distracted.
So how long until you're less distracted?
I don't know. As soon as I wrap this up, I hope.
Maybe I'll just stay till you're done.
You really don't need to stay here for me.
Not a problem. I already got a room at the inn.
But how did you...
They had a last-minute cancellation. Don't worry about me, okay? All I need is a Wall Street Journal and a decent caramel macchiato.
Or you could soak in the small town, maybe go fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah.
For fish? That's hilarious.
Direct from Leanne's farm. It's the new chicken and baby back ribs turf and turf combo. I tweaked my mom's barbecue sauce recipe.
You're right. I need more honey. Reed, this is Lucian, chef de cuisine.
Chef de cuisine. Really?
You have to try this.
No thanks. He's making his own sauce? This clearly isn't ICB approved.
Are we 100% compliant? No. But it's either that or lose the local clientele. You want to know the secret to that coffee you love? The water.
The water?
Clay came up with a way to pump it in from the spring. I was gonna shut it down.
Mina, what is happening here? Free-range chickens, off-menu recipes? This is all against corporate policy.
Don't worry. I've got this handled.
You're up here for 1 week, and this apple pie country life seems to be turning you into another person.
Thanks for changing the menu back. It's so much better than the food from the race.
I hear you, man.
Thank you.
I just want to be clear, I'm only letting Lucian serve his recipes to get the local customers back. So we can hit our revenue targets.
Plus, you think they're pretty great.
I don't know what I think anymore.
We still talking about the food?
Yes, we are. God, I hope it's not too awkward with Reed here.
Oh, it's awkward. But he seems like a nice guy. And I'm sure he's gonna give you the life you've always wanted. I hope he said yes and apologized for embarrassing him in front of the entire town.
Well, not that it's any of your business, but I haven't given him an answer yet.
Are all set. Perfect. We'll see you next weekend. How was everything with your stay? I know you had a rough start with that whole proposal situation.
Yes, other than that, it's fine. Thank you. You don't, happen to know the owner of Hearts, do you?
Clay? Sure, we go way back.
And Mina?
Yes. Everybody knows everybody. She never told you any stories about growing up here? How they were homecoming king and queen?
So they were friendly.
Friendly? They were in love.
You don't think it's a little odd that you didn't tell me the owner is your ex-boyfriend?
No, because it's not an issue.
Well, it is to me.
Please don't get worked up over this. It was such a long time ago.
I'm not getting worked up. I just think it's interesting. And what is with that ridiculous name everyone keeps calling you?
Oh, there they are. Willie!
That, exactly. Wow, okay, he's just everywhere.
I thought you were working on the lighting install.
All done.
And the new signage?
Put it all up. Who's your fancy clothes friend?
Sorry, Deacon, this is Reed.
Oh, right, you're the guy. Yeah, sorry about that, brother.
Great.
Thank you, Deacon.
Hey, the least we could do is take our visitor on a tour around town.
Yeah. That's really not necessary.
You know what? That sounds great. Mina hasn't told me anything about this place.
Well, follow us.
You're gonna love this. Due to all the contained gases, Sycamore Springs mineral water is actually effervescent, aka sparkling. And finally, on this side of the lake, the blue house right there is George Clooney's. second cousin summer cottage.
Thank you, Deacon, for that random tour filled with fun facts.
You know, I found it very interesting. Who knew that s'mores were invented right here in Sycamore Springs?
Well, storyteller's just one of my many skills.
Who wants a beer?
That's me.
Going one, Chief?
Yeah.
Once we get the boats fixed, I got a whole business plan on how we're gonna reboot the hot springs tours.
How many businesses do you own again?
Well, I got 2 up and running. I got 5 more in my head. I want to go on Shark Tank with a whole new macro brew idea I got.
Macro brew.
Mm-hmm. Bigger, better beer, buddy.
Can we go now?
I still got one more stop on the tour.
This is where you grew up?
Yep. Haven't seen it since I left.
Home sweet home.
What happened?
The people that bought it from your parents lost their jobs. Bank repossessed it in 2007. It's been like this ever since. Remember how we used to climb up on the roof, throw water balloons into Mr. Patterson's yard? Come on, let's go.
What do you... You don't even know the structural integrity of this house.
I'm just gonna look. I'll be right back.
You'll break your neck.
Oh, yeah.
You still smell the flowers and the hay?
Coming back.
What?
Your senses. Country will do that to you.
I miss this view.
So do I.
So, how come you didn't invite that boy for supper tonight? That isn't very southern of you.
I did. He said he had some work to finish up.
You look as confused as a pine tree in a parking lot.
The more I think about it, the more confused I get. I mean, I thought I knew exactly what I wanted. And then you came back to Sycamore Springs. Well, moaning about it with me isn't going to do you any good. Talk to Reed. Tell him what's really going on inside that thick skull of yours. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It's a little more complicated than we thought. But I think I found something. Hang on, Larry. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I'll be working on this all day tomorrow. I'll call you soon with a detailed report, but don't worry. I got this. Okay, bye. Happy Valentine's Day.
They're enormous.
Antique French roses.
Wow, how did you...
I special ordered them. Overnight from Paris.
That's super sweet, Reed. Wow. Thank you. Hey, how come you didn't call me back last night?
Too much work. Sorry, my bad. Speaking of bad, the fashion in this town is dubious at best.
I know. But the people kind of grow on you.
That's exactly what I'm concerned about, Mina. You're letting your sentiment cloud your judgment.
I'm doing what I think is best. For everyone.
Everyone? ICB is all that matters. Look, I've had to do things that I'm not proud of, but at the end of the day, you have to get the job done.
And I told you, I've got this handled.
I'm sorry, okay? You're right. I just really want you back home with me.
The sweetheart dance starts in 2 hours.
I've got a ton of work, and you know I'm not really the festival type. But if we're going to get married, I think it's good to know where we both come from. Right?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. It'll be fun. I'll meet you there. Okay?
I see the moonlight shining on your skin. Through the window, lights of blankets, you were laying over there. Right now, I'm listening to the silence, sweet as
Wow, it's so
Romantic. I know.
the sky was bluer, the stars were brighter.
It's too bad I'm single.
Yeah, what's the deal with you and Deacon anyway?
Oh, sweetie, we don't even have time. Hey, wasn't your man supposed to meet you here?
That was him. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it anymore.
Well, don't worry. We'll just make it a girls' night.
Penny, I want to apologize for being such a pain in the neck. I think I was just a little nervous about coming back home.
Well, I'm glad you did. I mean, you've really shaken things up around here.
Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. Well, don't you look pretty tonight, Mr. Turner?
Nice try, Deacon, but I've told you a million times we're over.
Well, your body language is telling me something else.
Besides, can't you see we're having a girls' night?
I was just wondering if you wanted to accompany me on the dance.
I probably shouldn't if I know what's best for me.
Since when did you start doing that?
Well, he does have a point.
Go. Have fun. I'll be fine.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, wildflowers.
Where's your fiance?
Boyfriend. Okay, and he's not here.
Well, I guess you're free for a friendly little game.
You first, champ. Show us how it's done.
Don't mind if I do. Little space, please.
Ooh, that's obviously not how it's done. Move aside.
Is part of your diabolical plan to beat me at everything?
Oh, come on, don't be a sore loser. Thank you. At least your humiliation didn't end up on BuzzFeed. Here, maybe this guy will cheer you up.
You know, I've been thinking about what you said at the lake. How things might have been different if I had said something before you left.
You know what? Let's dance. I don't remember you having those dance moves.
Full of surprises.
Yes, you are. On Tolly, Louis.
Don't get your socks in a knot. I still have a pulse.
Louis, the old devil.
So nice to see you two kids together again. And Clay, so glad you come to your senses, bringing back the old Hearts menu.
It's actually a new menu.
With the same fresh ingredients that we've always used.
A perfect blend of the old and the new.
Well, whatever you call it, it's just nice to have family back again.
Family?
Willie, this town is just one big family.
Sure, people go to Hearts to eat, but most of us go there to see folks we know, say hi, and catch up.
You have been away for too long.
You okay?
She's right. I forgot about all this. But not just because I've been away. I wanted to.
Why?
Because if I forgot, I wouldn't have to think about what I left behind.
The old times.
To good old times.
Having fun?
Read.
So sorry to interrupt.
No, we were just...
Yeah, you can drop the whole naive cowboy thing, okay?
Read, stop.
Excuse me?
It's desperate. And it's obvious what you're doing.
What is it that I'm doing, exactly?
Trying to recreate some sad high school fantasy
With your homecoming queen who dumped you 15 years ago. It's really quite pathetic.
Reed, I mean it, stop.
You know what's pathetic? Proposing to your girlfriend when she's obviously not into you.
Okay. Think what you want, farm boy. But you are done holding an entire corporation hostage. It's over, my friend.
What?
For starters, your father's contract with ICB clearly prohibits transferring ownership of the property to anyone.
Clay, I'm sorry. I should have told you about...
On top of that, the local bank told me about your loan of $100,000 taken out against your business. Apparently to invest in Deacon's bar. Such action, and this is my favorite part, will result in the mortgage and entire property being turned over to ICB.
Willie, how does he know all this?
Because you're not the only one with the workplace romance, cowboy.
You two work together?
Uh-huh.
Clay. Clay. I can't believe you did this. Behind my back?
Larry was worried you weren't handling things.
So he sent you here to spy on me?
To help you. And I'm glad he did. The whole deal might have fallen apart. You could have been fired.
And you proposing to me, was that Larry's idea too?
Of course not. I want us to make a life together.
And this is how you show me?
I'm just trying to help. Now the deal's done and ICB will be thrilled. You'll get your promotion and we can get out of this town and back to our lives. I thought that's what you wanted.
Not anymore.
Please don't tell me you've actually fallen for his country boy act.
Go home, Reed. It's over.
Mina, wait.
And my name's not Mina. It's Willie. Has anyone seen Clay? Grace, it's not what you think.
You have some nerve, little lady. First you take away his restaurant, and then his heart. I don't know how you can sleep at night.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to talk to you. I know what you're thinking, but it's not what it looks like.
Well, it looks like you've been lying to me this whole time. Working with Reed to shut me down.
Yes, we worked together, but that was not the plan.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt in your mind whether or not you should marry him. You two are perfect for each other.
Looks like you and Paisley are too.
What does that mean?
I saw you kissing her.
That's not what...
Not what? What it looks like?
She kissed me. I promise you, it's over between us. You know what? Doesn't matter. All these years I've been trying to prove to myself that even in this small town I can make something of my life.
You have.
You know what the worst part is? Is I actually thought that you might fall back in love with me.
Clay.
But you're right. Nothing changes. I'm still a small town guy.
You're still the same girl that'll run over anyone to get what she wants. At least this time I'm the one walking away.
Hi, honey.
Clay was gonna propose to me.
What?
I found a letter and a ring. I always thought he didn't want to be with me. That he just wanted to stay here and do nothing with his whole life.
Oh, what'd it say?
It said he didn't want me to leave. That he'd be lost without me. That he knew we were young. But that his heart knew we were supposed to be together. It said he wanted me to meet him on the dock the next day. He had something important he wanted to ask me.
The day you left.
I messed everything up.
That new motor's looking real good.
You know it. Daryl was practically giving it away.
Gotta fix those vinyl seats, too.
Hey, listen, man. I'm really sorry about this whole thing.
Oh, Deacon, don't.
No, if you hadn't have given me that loan...
And I'd do it again. You're my best friend. That's the way I roll.
Well, I really appreciate it. Hey, will you clock the wheel for me? I want to see if she turns. It's perfect. So what are you gonna do now?
Nothing.
Not about the restaurant, about Willie.
Just went back to Atlanta to marry that guy Reed.
She may be going back to Atlanta, but she's not going back to that jerk. They broke up.
Who told you that?
Lewis saw the whole thing at the festival last night. He told me.
You sure?
No. His eyesight's going. But what does it matter? You love her. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and go fight for her. Go get that girl back.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
And finally, a big thank you to Phil, our Executive Vice President, who's joined us today. And now, let me turn things over to our brand manager for the national launch of Hart's Americana Restaurants, Mina Jones.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Larry. I think we're making a mistake. In fact, I know we're making a huge mistake.
I think that what Mina is trying to say is that...
I've got this, Larry. We shouldn't be launching Hearts as just another cookie-cutter chain, but as a completely new, organic, farm-to-table concept, providing quality food at small-town prices.
Ms. Jones, as much as I appreciate your input here, this is not the place or time to be making significant changes to the brand.
Then when is? Fresh casual is the new fast food. ICB needs to be a company that listens to what the American people want.
Larry, I just want to say that I have nothing to do with this. I wasn't consulted at all.
That's true, so why don't you just sit down and zip it, Reed?
Okay.
What if we actually put the food before the fanfare? What if we went back to a simpler time when people ate at restaurants where the food is fresh, not frozen, and grown locally, not trucked across country in big bags and cans? Where locals like Lucian are as creative as the top chefs in Atlanta. Where Clay, the owner, has come up with a way to use the mineral-rich spring water, something no one else is doing, to cook in the kitchen and irrigate the garden. He's a forward thinker who's been coming up with environmentally sustainable concepts for years now. What if we went back to a time where people actually talked while they ate? Or pictures of Little League teams were on the wall instead of relentless advertising and 60-inch TVs. The old Hearts is the new idea you're missing out on. We don't need to rebrand Hearts, sir. We should be using Hearts to rebrand ICB.
Hey, it's Clay. You know what to do?
Hi, Clay. It's Willie. I'm sure you don't want to ever talk to me again, so I'll make this short. Somehow I managed to convince ICB to change the entire concept back to what you and Lucian were doing before I showed up and made a mess of everything. And I understand if it doesn't change what you think of me. And honestly, I don't even know what to think of me anymore. I'm sorry, Hello?
Hi.
I was just leaving you a message.
What were you saying?
You should probably just listen to it yourself.
Why don't you tell me in person?
What?
Turn around.
What are you doing here?
Guess I just wanted to see what it was you left me for. You're right. This city, it's beautiful.
Clay, I know it doesn't make up for all the pain I caused you, but here's good news. You're gonna get your business back.
I love you. I've loved you ever since I can remember. Go or stay, it doesn't matter. I just want to be with you. I'm tired of wondering what my life would have looked like if I'd done this 15 years ago. Willie Jones. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes.
Bon appetit.
We're back to officially being a mom and pop restaurant.
Well, it's gonna take at least 9 months to make it official.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mr. Hart.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Hart.